Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we've got a little bit of work to do in the mech bays. This is going to take 6 days here, so that is fine. I want to be prioritizing work on our 2 new mechs, so that is something. And we have, I think, literally every mech warrior is currently out. Yeah, literally every single one. So let's just go ahead and tick forward for a couple of days here. We're going to get the financial report right now.
Got a new financial report for you, Commander.
Excellent. This is fine. We're going to stay on normal for now. Eventually, I'm sure we'll crank that up, but we're focused more on ship upgrades right now. So that's fine. We're going to tick forward, I think, 4 more days in total. So 1... Okay, there's a melee in the mech bay. We're going to send them to settle things in the simulators. Okay, they gained some XP, and Jinx lost. Good job, Jinx. So we're going to tick forward a little bit more here, and that's good. Okay, so let's see here if we need any training. We should need some training. Blaze, you can go ahead and grab a point of piloting. That'll be fine. And what else? Point of guts for Jinx. Sure. Kraken, you can grab a point of piloting. And let's see. Scrub doesn't need anything. Sideshow. We'll grab a point of... Honestly, I think piloting for Tarbox. Although... No, Guts is technically better here, I think. And then Woody, you can grab a point of Bandit. Fantastic.
Training complete.
Okay, and that of course means that we are ready to deploy.
Nice to see
Now our 2 new mechs aren't ready yet, but that is perfectly fine. Lord Dacky is out of action. It's fine. He doesn't have a javelin to pilot anymore. We kind of got rid of that. So I think we're ready to do something. What do we want to do here? Well, let's see what is available. This would be a pretty quick and easy assassinate, I think. Actually, that's not necessarily. This pay is a little up there. We might run into something interesting here, and that would be good. I don't really care that much about pay. I'm much more interested in salvage right now. We have 2 million C-bills in the bank. We're in a pretty good spot. Okay, I think we're definitely going to bring Tarbox for this one. Sideshow is actually starting to develop into a pretty decent mech warrior. But I think we're still going to bring Kraken over Sideshow here. Aryamaki is fine. And let's... Actually, no. I changed my mind. Let's bring Sideshow here. I want to have our experienced mech warriors and our inexperienced mech warriors kind of deploying at once. This Panther is good to go. We could also deploy a Raven. Do we have anybody who pilots a Panther by chance? Adrenaline just needs XP. It's kind of our backup Hunchback pilot, but we could put him in the Panther. And then run, say, El Duce in the Raven. And then Woody in the Harasser I think is perfect. He needs XP. And in the J. Edgar, we could run Jinx. And then just leave Scrub at home for now. That should be okay. So let's go ahead and deploy this. Yes, I'm aware that some of these mechs have unused tonnage. We'll address that next time we're in there. Next time we're reworking them. Which will be basically next time they take damage. And or prove to me that they need a rework. I mean, they're functioning okay. I'm a little bit saddened at how many UAC 5 jams the Blackjack is getting. We may want to switch that over to a second LBX if we can spare the tonnage. I'm not sure we can spare the tonnage. That said, it performed pretty well in the last mission. And the one before. So there is that. But we need to destroy the propagandist and escape. For months, we've had trouble with people here in Bell being riled up by talk of insurrection, rebellion, independence. Based on top Davian analyst reports, we believe there's a pirate propagandist in the area, stirring up discontent. We've set up a security net to capture her, but we can't cover every possible exit. Yeah, that's fine. We'll get her. Do we have any allies? They do. Okay. They did deploy allies. She probably is right over here, if I'm understanding this map correctly. Yeah, they probably have allies over in this area. We could drop potentially... Ooh, okay, we're pretty limited on where we can drop. We'll just drop right here, where we basically were told to drop. Hello, ally. What is this mech of yours?
Brown as far as the eye can see.
A Centurion. They've got a Blackjack. Or is that our Blackjack? Nope, that's their Blackjack. They've got a Hunter, and they've got a Weapons Carrier. That's fine. This is a lot. They're kind of in an ambush position here. They've got a Trebuchet. They've got a Cataphract, a Centurion. That Cataphract is spooky. They've got a Mantis. They've got a Wraith. They've got a Hunter. They've got a Hunchy. That is in... Okay, that's a mediocre variant of the Hunchy. And they've got a Jenner. Who is the actual propagandist? The Cataphract. Okay. Noted. Let's just reserve and wait for them to break their evasive pips. Since they have roughly 1 million of them to start. You're never going to hit. Maybe you get a stray shot, but not in that case. Trebuchet moves up, fires on the Blackjack. This isn't going to do much. Yeah, that's fine. Now, in terms of the Trebuchet, I want to check... Okay, yeah. This is going to be absolutely fine. Our allied Centurion moves up, fires on the Hunter. He actually landed a laser there, which I'm shocked by. Mantis moves up, does not do any damage.
Standing by.
We're going to continue to wait. They're going to move 3 here. The Jenner moves up, fires on the Centurion, doesn't do anything. Other than starts a fire, actually. No, it didn't start a fire. I think that was started by the missiles. The Cataphract moves up, fires on the Blackjack, gets a stray shot in on the allied Centurion, but now we know that it's rocking autocannon. Triple autocannon, triple energy. Okay. Firing on the Hunchy, doing nothing. Okay, this is fine.
Waiting for orders.
Okay. The Blackjack is going to set up a firing line over here, I think. Let's take a look at hit odds. That Mantis we have pretty good hit odds on. And its frontal armor is not great. We also have halfway decent hit odds on the Hunter. Its frontal armor is much better. We're going to go ahead and fire on that Mantis.
Firing everything I've got.
Okay. Reasonable damage there. Not the best. We'll see what our allied Hunter decides to do. It fires on their Hunter and actually got a fair number of hits in there. I like that. Okay, that's another Hunter that I didn't see back there, but that's irrelevant. Okay,
Standing by.
the Panther is going to join this firing line. We're going to sprint. It won't do any wonders for our hit chance, but we're going to sprint up over here and probably continue to throw fire at that Mantis, is my guess. Yeah, that's our best odds. Ooh, we hit with something. Ooh, we hit with the PPC to the leg. Not bad, not bad. The Hunchy moves up. Fires on the Panther, gets some hits in there.
I'm showing minor damage.
Reasonable AMS coverage, though. Their Centurion fires on this Hunter, irrelevant. They can waste their ammo all they want. The Raven is going to join this firing line.
Heading out.
And I would like... Actually, our hit odds are slightly better on the Jenner. So we'll take that. And miss everything. Okay. Well, that happens. We'll see what our allies continue to do. Our allied Blackjack moves up, fires on the Hunter with missiles. That was a lot of hits. Including either a turret hit... Okay, that was a turret hit. That was not an armor penetration hit. That's fine. The J. Edgar is going to make its way over this way.
Roger, Skipper.
There we go.
Kicking it.
And we are going to potshot the medium laser at the trebuchet.
Roger.
We missed, but that's expected. Perfectly fine. Okay. The Hunchy is also going to come up and join this firing line. We can't quite get into the cover, which makes me sad.
Got it. No shooting, just running.
But 21%, 32%. The Hunchy is the best hit odds. I honestly want to continue firing at the Jenner. Any hits here will do so much more to the Jenner than it will to the Hunchy.
I'm taking this shot.
We only got one hit there, but I think that was still worthwhile. We've got another ally moving. The weapons carrier moves up. Another 5 damage to that hunter. And the hunter will have to move through fire.
Hey there.
Now our harasser is going to be joining our J. Edgar in heading out this direction.
Hauling ass.
Their goal is to come in behind the trebuchet. Trebuchets run pretty hot, especially in desert environments. We're going to come in behind it and heat it up with our flamers.
Waiting for orders.
The assassin needs to attempt to break out over this way. Actually, 32%. Okay, we're going to head over like this.
Roger.
The assassin is likely to take a beating here. Don't get me wrong. But I absolutely want to light up this mantis. We missed everything. Oof.
No joy.
That hurt.
Yes, boss.
Okay, our Vulcan is... I'm a little concerned about this firing line right now. Unless we could make it a little further down the firing line. Unfortunately, we can't. We're going to have to continue to spread out next round because we're definitely getting some stray shot territory here, which I don't care too much for. And we're going to pot shot this Jenner.
Engaging.
Okay, absolutely nothing there. That's fine. At this point, I'm not expecting much. Okay. Phase 23. Who moves? This Wraith. Okay. Wraith moves up. That's pretty much what we expect, is that they fire on the assassin. Luckily, the PPC missed. So no real damage there. The assassin can now close in on the Hunchy. And because the Wraith moved already, we're in a pretty decent position to melee this Hunchy's rear arc and potentially straight up kill it. We're just going to dive into their backline. We are potentially exposed to the Jenner, especially if we had missed that kick, but we did not. And that's a dead Hunchy.
One less target.
Fantastic. The Centurion steps up, fires on the Hunter, doesn't do anything. That's pretty irrelevant. Whose turn is it right now? AI's turn. Okay, the Jenner moves up, fires on the allied Centurion. Okay, that is a misplay on their front, or on their part there. The Jenner absolutely should have stepped behind the assassin and meleeed into that rear arc. That would have been the correct move there.
Ready for orders.
The Panther is just going to step slightly forward here
Roger.
into ideal range for the PPC, and we're going to see if we can't hit that PPC into the Jenner unless our hit odds are substantially better on the Mantis. But they're not. So instead, we are 100% going to fire on not any of these guys. Nope, not these. Definitely not these. The Jenner. There we go.
Engaging with target.
Okay, we missed everything, but that's fine. The Jenner is honestly kind of dead. I probably shouldn't be firing on the Jenner. The assassin can handle that. They're firing on the Hunter. That's a waste of their turn.
Yes, Commander.
The Raven is going to move out. Or is it? I'm just thinking here. Phase 18 move versus Phase 20 move. the assassin kills the Jenner. We could move in the Raven over here. It would be pretty exposed. I'm going to just move the Raven to here and check hit odds on these guys, specifically on the Narc. 46%. Okay. We're going to hit this Wraith, I think. Or I would love to hit the Mantis. Yeah, let's hit the Mantis. Well, actually, all it has is a small laser. We should ignore the Mantis for now. And instead, go for not any of these guys. I shouldn't be tabbing this. Takes so long to tab it. Please stop. I want to hit the Jenner. No, I don't want to hit the Jenner. What am I talking about? I want to hit the Wraith. That was an unsuccessful Narc, but look at all those hits on that leg. Very nice. The Mantis moves now, and we'll see what it decides to do. Okay. It's going to move in and melee the assassin. It did manage to hit. But that's not very relevant, honestly. Was that side arc, front arc? Where did that hit? It just turned rear arc to our firing line. Okay.
Good to go.
So the Vulcan can literally just step forward right here and fire into this Mantis's rear arc, like so. We may stray shot our assassin, but hopefully not. And we did. Of course we did. Okay. That was a little bit unfortunate on the stray shot there. The Blackjack steps up, fires on that Hunter. It does get a little bit of armor damage in. That's fine. And the Cataphract is wasting ammo. Good. What else do we have? Okay. They're firing on the Hunchy. They missed everything. Irrelevant.
Do they think they can hurt me?
What else do they have? Hunter ace pilots away. Okay, we've got an ally moving now. It's going to be that Hunter. The Hunter fires on their Hunter and does 6 damage. Sure, we'll take that.
What can I do for you?
Our Blackjack is absolutely going to fire on this Mantis's rear arc. A lot of damage there, but it's not dead. We did expose that rear armor, though. A little bit more firing on that Hunter, and it did get 5 damage. That's okay, I guess. The Hunter moves up, fires on our allied Hunter. It does start a fire here, which is slightly problematic for us, but I assumed that that was going to happen. And that Centurion hasn't moved yet either. Now we're going to take our J. Edgar, and we're going to move up into this position here. 7 evasive pips. And we are going to see if we can light this guy up side arc here.
Copy that.
We're looking to just heat up the Trebuchet, if at all possible right now. The Centurion is stepping forward and firing on the Hunter with its LRMs, but it wasted its turn. Fantastic.
Yep.
So the Hunchy is going to step forward here,
I'll do what I can.
and we are going to attempt to core out this Mantis. I don't know how successful it'll be, but we'll see.
Acknowledged.
Literally 0 hits. Okay.
Oh, crap.
Certainly not ideal there.
Yes.
Well, the Harasser can come up over this way. Excellent. And we are absolutely going to be using the AoE Flamer at this range.
Firing all weapons.
That should be a good amount of heat on that Trebuchet. Indeed. It's heating up. Fantastic. That Wraith is also attempting to melee us. It's just a melee party over there right now. It missed, which is hilarious.
What do you
The
need?
Hunchy gets another attempt on the Mantis here. Let's give it a go.
I have the advantage.
There we go. Perfect. Took it out with an engine crit. Okay, who's their phase 18 mover? That is this Jenner. Jenner moves over. Fires on the Hunter is pretty much irrelevant. This fire actually didn't spread,
Damage is minor, Commander.
so that's great.
Receiving.
Okay. Do we want to eliminate the Wraith or the Jenner here? I feel like the Wraith is actually... The Wraith is facing this way. We can probably get into rear arc of the Wraith with our firing line. So I think we should go for the Jenner here. And we should probably go for this. Get in there. Ah, we missed the melee attack. That is an unfortunate thing.
Failed to connect.
But I'm not sure how much it mattered.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Yeah, that was heavy damage. Not quite heavy enough, though. Okay.
Receiving you.
We're going to take our Panther and see if we can get over into that rear arc. We cannot. So we're going to hold the Panther still. This is 48%. I think we're just going to go for the Wraith side arc here. This would be a slight overheat, but we can always rest the Panther after. Ooh, that wasn't good luck. Okay. The Trebuchet moves up, fires on the Hunter. How's its heat doing? Perfect. That is ideal for us. The Raven can now move into the mineral field here. And we can see if we can hit this Wraith in its rear arc. Potentially killing it, but probably not. We did narc it, however. Ooh, that was solid. And it's dead. That's an engine destruction. Those LRM-15s all clustered into that CT. That was lucky.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Okay, the Blackjack is going to make its way over this way. It's going to be a little exposed,
Coordinates received.
but I have a feeling its armor can handle it. We're also going to Vigilance it to make sure it's actually in cover. And we're just going to fire the LBX at the Jenner and see if we can get it to eject here. It lost its evasive. Okay. Well, the Centurion is firing on that Hunter and doing a little bit of damage there. They've been chipping away at those vehicles. That Cataphract not doing too much there. Okay. Our Blackjack friend firing on that Hunter again. A little bit of internal damage there, but I think that was actually turret damage. Yeah, that was almost certainly turret damage. They're firing missiles on our Hunchback. We don't care. Irrelevant. Okay.
Yes, Commander.
The Vulcan is going to position right over here,
Acknowledged.
a little bit closer in, and we're going to see if we can push that Jenner to eject. I think I'm not going to fire the mag shot or the rotary rifle here, though.
Roger.
Okay, that was a little unfortunate, but still a little bit of damage into the Jenner there.
Damage is light.
So that is
I'm
fine.
here.
The J. Edgar is now going to cruise over this way. We are definitely at risk of being attacked by the Cataphract. That is expected. But we're going to heat up this Trebuchet. I wouldn't mind capturing the Trebuchet either, so we're going to look to like blow up its engine through overheat. Phase 14, their Hunter moves, fires on this guy, does nothing. I guess he starts a fire. Maybe the Hunter has to move through that. And we are going to move up with our Harasser up to this position. Once again, we're exposed with our vehicles here. So this is a calculated risk. But this is going to be a massive heat up of this Trebuchet. That is insane, that heat. Hunter moves up after moving through the fire and takes burn damage. Fires on our allied Hunter, does nothing. Irrelevant. Completely irrelevant. The Centurion, yep. That was what was dangerous there. Exactly that. And that was on the Harasser. I mean, the Harasser will be okay. I'm not too concerned. We've never had a pilot actually die from that or even get injured. And we can just repair it pretty easily. So I'm not too concerned. Yeah, Woody is fine. It's just a little unfortunate that we lost it, but it's not the end of the world.
Commander.
The assassin is going to finish off the Jenner at this time.
Engaging.
Boop. That's one dead Jenner. It may even eject there. Yeah, it did. That's probably the right call. Honestly. It was dead anyway. So at this point, I feel like this firing line isn't super useful for us anymore, and we should probably begin exiting. Let's grab a third evasive pip for the Raven, and maybe toss in some side arc onto the Centurion. This is an overheat alert. I think I'm okay with risking it. Not good clustering there. That's a little sad. He is narked, though, so that's good. Our Blackjack is also going to start pushing in over this way.
On my way.
And we're going to hit this guy in that same side arc. He's going to start regretting his life choices. Structure exposure.
Yeah?
The Hunchy is also going to start making its way down here.
Roger.
We're probably going to need to start sinking heat here pretty soon on the Hunchy. So we should not fire these two medium lasers. Everything else, go for it. Ooh, nice. AC-10 gone. Well, he's not going to be one-shotting the J. Edgar anyway. The Hunter moves up, fires on their Hunter. That's fine. They can deal with those if they want. The Trebuchet... Oh, he just killed himself. Well, at the very least, he shut down.
How's it going?
But that was very, very bold. We're going to just fire on him, I think. Like, I would love to go for head hits.
Show me your war face.
Okay.
Target's taken a critical hit.
I mean, he's shut down right now, but we can keep piling the heat into him. That Hunter firing on ours, irrelevant. We don't care. The danger, of course, is this guy could hit our J. Edgar, and I'm guessing he's going to roll it. We'll see if he goes for it, but I'm guessing he will. Hunter moves up. It's fine. Centurion continuing to fire on these guys despite the fact that there's a shutdown Trebuchet here. Okay. Blackjack doing the same. They're just really tunneled in on these vehicles. Okay. Here we go, Cataphract. Firing on the J. Edgar? Nope. On the weapons carrier. That was a big misplay by the Cataphract.
Standing by.
Okay, the Panther's going to move up here. And I'm going to keep firing on the Senshi, actually. Yeah, this is a pretty big overheat. I'm going to not fire the SRM.
Attacking from position.
That was worth it, I think. We did not shut down,
Heat levels.
so we're good. The J. Edgar is going to just cruise around. Could we make it over to here? We could. I think we're just going to cruise into here. This is, of course, deep water, but we're a hovercraft, so that's fine.
Moving out.
There we go. And we are going to heat up this Trebuchet. I don't actually want to hit this torso, because if we blow that up, then salvage isn't as good.
Aye.
Plus 26 heat. Our ally firing on the Cataphract there, doing a couple points of damage. We'll take it. That's fine. Centurion turns around, fires on that Hunter. Does a little bit. It's fine. I don't care. Whatever it wants to do.
Orders.
The Raven is going to step up. Actually, maybe not quite. This is kind of ideal range. Let's just fire on the Centurion from where we are, but don't fire the medium pulse. Okay, we narked it, but we did not succeed in hitting with the LRM-15. That's fine.
Good to go.
The Assassin can start cruising over this way. I'm not going to go for the Trebuchet here. We are instead going to continue firing on that Centurion and probably kill it, honestly.
Acknowledge.
Okay, that was mostly leg hits there. He's now unsteady, though. Our Centurion friend continuing to tunnel in on that Hunter. Very strange. We're going to close in with our Hunchy.
Copy that.
Now, we're right behind our Vulcan here. But that's okay.
Okay, I'm on it.
One dead Centurion. That's what we're looking for.
Target destroyed. Watch those heat levels.
Excellent. They're firing on the Hunchback, doing 10 damage. We don't care. I'm hoping that we either incapacitate this pilot or he ejects. That's the goal here. Okay, it is our Vulcan's move. We're going to move up over here. I do not want to fire on this Trebuchet. I think we're also going to start focusing in on these Hunters. A couple of hits there. That's fine. The Cataphract moves up. Fires on our Blackjack. Does a little bit. That's fine.
You got nothing, you hear me?
It's probably doing fine on ammo, but it may not be. It depends on how much ammo is in that thing. I have no idea what the answer to that is.
Confirmed.
We're going to need to sink heat this turn on our Panther.
Waiting
The
for
J.
orders.
Edgar is just going to stay put and continue to fire on this guy. But I'm not going to fire the medium laser, just the flamers.
Copy that, Commander.
There's an additional 23 heat going into it.
Good to go.
We're going to move up with our Blackjack. And I want to fire on this Hunter. It's a possible kill. Did we backstab our own mech?
My armor's getting stripped off.
Yes. Rude. Oh well. We didn't do any damage other than tons of armor. Okay, the Hunter taking some damage there. We don't care. The real question is, what does the Trebuchet do? It'll attempt to power up, but it's still going to be really overheated. Six more damage into that Hunter. They're really focused there. Did he eject? No. He, I think, successfully powered up there.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to move up with our Raven to this position. And I would absolutely love to actually take out one of these Hunters.
Roger.
I should have checked that overheat. That was my own fault. If anything bad happens there...
This heat.
Okay, we're good. For now. We're going to move up with our Assassin and engage these vehicles.
Roger that. No shooting.
For
Just
once,
running.
this Hunter is actually guaranteed dead.
Roger that.
There we go.
One for the scrap heap.
Excellent.
Yeah?
We're going to move up with our Hunchy here. And I would absolutely love to not fire on this guy. I suppose we could go for this... Wait, he's still shut down. We're just going to sink heat.
Standing by.
The Vulcan is going to close in up over here. This is obstructed LOS, but that's okay. And hopefully this will kill this Hunter, but I kind of doubt it. Yeah, that was about what I expected. Centurion moves up, fires on that same Hunter. Only does 8 damage. Yikes. Cataphract, firing on the Vulcan. It does get in a fair amount of damage there. How's its heat sinking looking
Taking heavy
in the
heat,
water?
Commander.
Fine. Its heat sinking is looking fine in the water. Okay. Well, the Hunter moves now. Fires on the Hunchy. Does a little bit of damage, but the armor's holding. It's completely fine. Where do you ace pilot to? Into the burn damage. Okay.
Ready
Sounds
for
good.
orders.
The Panther's going to step up over this way.
Got it.
I would love to take this guy out. Go for it. Well, we did manage to hit it. That's something. I don't know what, but it's something. We're going to move up with the Blackjack,
I read you, Commander. Move
and we're going to finish this hunter once and for all.
time to
Never
fly.
mind. We're going to stray shot that. Wow. That was quite a stray shot. That's quite off angle. I didn't think that was stray shot dangerous.
Standing
Okay.
by.
We're going to continue to heat up this trebuchet. The hunter is actually firing on the trebuchet now, and it took out the left arm. Okay, we should just go for the kill now. There's no point. Oh, it ejected. Sure. We'll take that. Firing in on the cataphract, doing some damage. Sure. Okay.
Ready for order.
The Raven is going to step in over here. We're overheated, so we're not going to fire the medium pulse for sure. We just can't hit this hunter. Like, these guys have tanked so much. It's insane.
What do you need?
The Hunchy is going to move up over here. And hopefully we're not going to stray shot our friends, but we probably will, knowing our luck. Yep, look at that. Structure exposure. Perfect. Structure exposure here, too.
My internals are
To be
taking
fair.
a beating.
Where was that exposure?
Easy
Okay,
on the armor,
so we just
buddy.
need to make sure that this guy doesn't get a hit on the rear arc.
Commander.
That's fine. Okay, get in there. Finish off this hunter, please. I should have gone for the side arc, but oh well.
Ah!
Such a bad roll. Okay,
Reporting negative damage.
you're fine. It's still dead. So all that's left now is the cataphract.
Vehicle down.
And the question is, just how much ammo does it have left?
Waiting
Well, the
for
Vulcan
order.
is definitely going to want to position up in this mineral field, if at all possible, and definitely want to position front arc to try to spread that out. And we will just begin lighting into this guy a little bit.
Roger that.
That was some decent damage, actually. Better than I expected.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, the Blackjack is going to close in. Its frontal armor should be able to handle a hit or two if they don't all hit the same place. We'll fire the LBX. A little bit of damage there.
Standing by.
The Panther is definitely going to be in need of heat sinking. We're just going to jump down over this way for right now and sink heat. Blackjack fires on the cataphract. Does a fair amount of damage there. Glad to see that. Cataphract firing on the Vulcan. That, of course, is why we moved into the mineral field, but that is a structure exposure on the Vulcan. So we'll need to take a look at where that is. Weapons carrier moving around. Doing a little more damage to that cataphract's armor, which is starting to get pretty low. Okay, Vulcan. Okay, that's in the left torso. Noted.
I'm receiving.
Well, the
you.
J. Edgar is going to need to cruise up over this way.
Double time. Let's go.
Fantastic. And let's start rear arc attacking this cataphract. Little bit of damage there. Nothing huge. That is fine.
Receiving you.
The Raven is going to work on closing in a little bit. This is pretty far out of range for the Raven, and we only have one round of LRMs left, so we're just going to sink heat for now. The Assassin is going to try to leapfrog the Vulcan here and hopefully draw the Cataphract's fire for a little bit. That's a little damage. Not great. Actually, that was a structure exposure. Okay. I mean, I'd love to capture that cataphract, but I don't think that's going to happen. So our right torso, we would want to be the one facing this guy. I'm going to move like this.
On my way.
This is 2 evasive pips, and we are in the mineral field. We're also going to vigilance. We have our right side facing him, and we're going to pot shot.
Target locked in.
We missed everything. Hopefully he does too. That would be awkward if it didn't work. Maybe he'll go for the assassin though. That would be the ideal situation. It's his move. Okay. That could have been worse.
That shot hit internals.
Indeed it did. So, the Vulcan is at this point in need of withdrawal. So that is something that we will have to work on. The Hunchy is going to have to try to close in here.
Receiving you.
The Panther is going to pot shot from long range here.
Heading out. Confirmed.
Probably not going to hit anything. Yeah, I didn't expect it.
Failed to connect.
Blackjack moves up. Does a fair amount of armor damage there, actually. That's nice.
Commander?
Our J. Edgar is kind of in trouble unless we can get some evasive pips here. But I think that might be okay. We're going to move in here
Aye.
and see if we can distract this thing. Okay, a little bit of heat there, but it's in water. It's not going to do much. A little bit more damage there.
Good to go.
The Blackjack is going to close in. This is a direct LOS, and I like that. We'll give this a go. Some damage there, it looks like, I think. That last one may have missed, actually. Okay.
The target is retreating, Commander.
Oh,
Eliminate
okay.
it before it
Please do.
escapes.
I mean, don't actually leave, but please attempt to retreat, and we will kill you. I'm going to go ahead and fire this last round of LRMs, even though it's probably going to do nothing. Exactly. It did literally nothing.
Lucky that one. LRMs are out. Commander?
Okay, the Vulcan just needs to withdraw. Is there anywhere it can get to that is particularly useful? I don't know, maybe we need to commit to going in here. Like, we could position up here. This would be the left side. Either way we do it, it's going to be risky, right? Double heat sink there, medium pulse laser. And this is an XL engine.
Roger that.
We're going to go up here. We're going to vigilance. We're going to light him up side arc. This is an overheat. Hopefully we don't shut down.
Target control.
Okay. Some damage there.
Watch my heat.
Centurion moves up. Does a little bit there. It's now panicked.
Yes,
But the idea here is that the assassin closes in over here. This is only one additional hex. So I think we'll just position here. This isn't a different arc either. So we'll just hit this side arc as hard as we can.
here we go.
That's an engine crit.
Think I hit something good.
Okay. It's phase 19 right now.
For orders.
We're going to close in a little bit here. And yeah, that's a lot of structure exposure. We're going to fire the PPC.
Firing.
It's a sensor impairment. And he's panicked. The Blackjack is hitting that same arc. There we go. That was dangerous. The Vulcan was very close to dying. And that would have been expensive. But committing to the all-out attack there was the right course of action. There was no way that we could have withdrawn. It was really the only course of action was to commit. and get him killed before that round ended. Or before he got to move that round, more specifically. So now the question is, how much salvage are we going to get here? About 300k in raw income. That's not too bad. Only the single cataphract part. We can grab a centurion part, and that'll give us a full centurion. Fascinating. We could also potentially get 4 out of 5 trebuchet parts, or there are 5 out of 5 wraith parts here. Is this the only centurion part? Yes. I think I'm interested in the cataphract part enough to do this. So let's grab 3 wraith parts. What are the hard points on this? Kinda garbage. That said, 385 XL engine. We don't have anything close to that. I think we're going to roulette this guy. We've got a couple of ERPPCs as it is. Hello, claws. It's a battle mech claw. Yeah, yeah. Melee hand actuator. Let's grab that. Okay. And we'll roulette a lot of things here, but I think 2 double heat sinks in a single priority salvage is pretty good. An engine core 250, maybe? I think we're good. Let's see what we get from the roulette. So we have a Centurion for sure. And we did not get a Wraith, but that's okay. AC5 Defiance, that's fine. I'll sell those 2 Flamers, we have 2 of them. LRM-10, no thanks. 4 machine guns, pass. 3 small lasers, get out of here. The claws we're keeping. 4 basic cockpits, no thanks. Endosteel structure, we'll keep that. Engine core 250, we'll keep. These heat sinks can get out of here. These small jump jets can get out of here. Standard heatsink cooling, pass. Incendiary AC-10 ammo, we're going to keep that for sure. Double LRM ammo, we'll keep. And we'll sell the generic LRM ammo. Excellent. This has been a long one, that's for sure. And it's going to be a little expensive to get repaired. However, it is well past time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and let's see, before I go, just how much Yang wants to repair this. We took a little internal damage and a lot of armor damage, but we didn't actually lose any components or have any crits happen either. So this is going to be interesting. It'll be probably relatively sizable. Okay, 50k. Do it. And next episode, we will start working on getting that Centurion ready to go. See you all then.